The following program is a production of Inked Geek Studios. Hey everyone, welcome to, what episode are we on, 14? Welcome to episode 14 of the Geek Access Podcast. We've been away for a couple of weeks, but we're back. We are here. It is September 21st, 2014. It is officially week 3 of the NFL, and let's record a podcast. Corey, I will start with you. How have your couple of weeks been, sir?
Been fucking sweet.
God damn it.
What happened?
Oh, no, he's pissed because I started with you.
I made a boo-boo. Anyway, carry on.
Alright, carry on.
Aftershock. That was the big event for me. Fucking insane. Oh, dude, it was fucking nuts. You don't even know. Rob Zombie stole the show.
As he does. How's his voice? Because he had that issue a couple months ago where
he sounded great.
Did he? Alright.
They did the cover of Blitzkrieg Bop, and it was just fucking insane.
Yeah. Very nice. Who else was
something he would do?
As a tribute to
Johnny
Ramon.
died, so
I understand that. It just doesn't seem like the type. Whatever. What do I know?
He says it was his friend. He was talking about it on stage. Hold on. I'll get the shirt. Hold on.
Oh, here it comes. Oh, Jesus. Dude, it's like he lives in a closet. Look how tiny that is.
It's apartments in California, man.
So who else was there? They got... Who was good that I saw? Offspring actually rocked the shit.
Nice.
That was awesome.
That's cool.
Limp Bizkit was fucking nuts. That was pretty weird.
Yeah. With you right now.
It was weird how many people showed up.
I'm so done with you. The only time you're allowed to reference Limp Bizkit is on a scale of bad.
Jesus, you weren't alive at the time.
On a scale of 1 to Limp Bizkit, that's how you measure badness.
Right, with 1 being horrible and Limp Bizkit being awesome. 1 to Limp Bizkit. I think you mean 10 to Limp Bizkit.
No. On a scale of Limp Bizkit to Limp Bizkit, how shit is it?
Dude, their newest album actually went back
to doing stuff.
Oh yeah, their newest
problem for me.
They toured.
Their newest album actually went back to like their first album, which was really good. No, $3 Billy All was between Counterfeit and their cover of Faith, and even the Significant Other album with Break Stuff and but I mean then they went further down the line of like Nookie and stuff as they went on, but like their what was it, My Generation song was pretty good. Their Behind Blue Eyes cover was awesome.
No, they're just bad. That's basically it.
It's whatever.
Well, besides Limp Bizkit, Tech 9 was fucking awesome. I just love Tech 9. It's hilarious.
Nice.
Hell Yeah was insane.
Nice.
They should have had a longer set list. They only played like 3 songs, which sucked.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Yeah, but they did their 3 main hits, and that was Godsmack was pretty good.
Nice.
5 Finger Death Punch was awesome. I love
Was Volbeat there by any chance as well?
No, they weren't there.
Oh, really? Because I'm seeing 5 Finger Death Punch, Volbeat, and Hell Yeah next Tuesday.
Dude, that's gonna be a good show.
It will be a great show. I was doing some research because it intrigued me why Volbeat was on second as opposed to Hell Yeah, but because Volbeat's only got 1 album and Hell Yeah is on like their 4th. But it was my understanding that it was 5 Finger Death Punch and Volbeat's tour, and they just invited Hell Yeah to come on. So that's why Hell Yeah. But Hell Yeah just put out their Blood for Blood album, which I talked about probably a couple months ago now.
Sangre?
Yeah, dude, did they play it?
Oh, dude,
it's such a great fucking song.
Oh man.
And then Volbeat's got
Alcohol and Ass too.
That's a good one. They don't play that live a lot because it's a little bit slower one. It has that goes back to their first album where they had more of like that country metal feel. It's very acoustic sounding. But Cowboy Way will always be one of my favorite Hell Yeah songs. Nice. But that's cool. So the show was good. That's awesome. Part 1 of why we missed our show last week.
It was great too. I ran into my cousins. They ended up showing up randomly from Reno, and I was moshing at Rob Zombie, and I basically punched my cousin in the back, and then.
Oh man, that's such a cool story. You must be so hardcore.
It was fun. Should have been there.
I know. Talk to me when you're in a Slipknot Slayer mosh pit.
Oh, dude, not so fucking bad.
Dude, their new album is sounding really good, man.
Kill yourself.
They're promoting the fuck out of it, though. I think they're doing too much.
What, the new album? Well, it's their first one since Paul died, and Joey left the band, so this is
That doesn't make it better.
Well, Joey leaving the band sucks, because he was a phenomenal drummer. But, they call it the Gray Chapter for a reason. Like, they did an interview with Corey, and he said that this was the darkest place they've ever been in an album. And if you listen to the negative one, which was their first single, the music video is all about bondage and S&M.
And look how edgy they are.
Yeah, and
we like leather and whips.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
put that red ball in yeah. Not a phase, ma.
You can't talk about anything without Brandon being a tool about it. Meanwhile, he has openly admitted to listening to My Chemical Romance, and he's giving me shit about Slipknot.
YOLO.
Slit your wrists. I'm not crying.
It's not a phase, Mom.
Anyway,
this is who I am.
Outside of your phenomenal music festival, how else has your last 2 weeks been?
Oh, Destiny has taken over.
Yeah.
It is just, I'm level 26. I was just rocking around in the first raid.
Yeah.
That's pretty fun. They made it a lot. They changed a lot of things up.
Yeah.
Which is good, mechanic-wise. And there's a huge, obstacle aspect where you're jumping from shit to shit to shit.
Cool.
Pretty cool. Yeah.
Very cool.
Got some exotic gear. Got some legendaries.
Are you having that issue that everyone else seems to be running into, that you get, the legendary crypto thing, and then you just get, a green from it most of the time?
I've had that happen a couple times, but my 2 purples that I have are from that.
Oh,
drop.
Cool.
So, you do get them.
Very nice. Have you had time to dabble in anything but Destiny, or has it basically been Destiny and work?
No, basically Destiny work. I've been playing Binding of Isaac just because I can't wait for the freaking
right.
I know, it's pretty soon, isn't it?
It's actually, I think it's a month or 2.
Yeah, it's still fairly soon.
Yeah, I'm just anxious.
So, October's a pretty slow month. And then November is going to hit everybody really hard, depending on what you want and what your tastes are. I know I'm really excited, not just for BlizzCon, but we've got BlizzCon week or BlizzCon weekend, and then it's preceded and proceeded by just games that I want.
I don't think there's anything coming out I care about.
At all? Well, Warlords.
Except for for that.
Because, I know you don't, but so the day before I fly out, I'm getting Advanced Warfare. The Thursday after I get back is Warlords. The Tuesday after that is the re-release of Grand Theft Auto 5. I think you're not gonna. Well, you won't have it for PC until I think January.
I don't like GTA anyway.
Oh, okay.
Really? Why not?
Because he doesn't like stuff other people like.
I just think GTA's bad. There are some sandbox games I like. I just don't like GTA.
Yeah,
what sandbox game do you like?
I liked Prototype. I liked Saints Row.
I wouldn't call Prototype a sandbox game.
Prototype
was sandbox-ish.
It was still very linear.
It was very free roam, though.
Yeah, it was like you can go anywhere, but to progress the story, you have to go here.
Yeah, but it's like missions as a
which is like Grand Theft Auto.
No, Grand Theft Auto hasn't done that the last couple of times. You've had multiple choices to go with.
You still have to go to each little location, which is the R or the L.
GTA,
GTA is still fun.
Yeah.
They've expanded a lot from frickin' from 4 to 5.
Yeah, I liked the only thing I didn't like about the story was Franklin, but I typically don't care for
Franklin's the blackout. Right?
Yeah,
what's wrong with him? He wasn't so thug. So
but he still was, and also because every time he was in a cutscene, his retarded friend was in a cutscene.
Oh, super ghetto.
Yeah.
Well, they're made to have
right, but can you? It's so annoying. You need a mute button. People bitch about that on Twitter.
Dude, I don't pay attention to Twitter.
Don't tweet me.
No, but I do. Anyway, but it was the same reason I hated Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Like, I couldn't have given a fuck less about... Like, I have no desire to help somebody from the ghetto get themselves off the ground. Because the government helps them do that enough as it is.
Prick.
No, it's the...
He's selling drugs on the street.
Well, no, it's like... So there's a meme going...
Put his life on the line every day.
There's a meme that went around about San Andreas, and it was first black main character in Grand Theft Auto, first mission, steal a bike.
Yeah.
But the thing is it wasn't about racism. He could have been black, white, purple, green, whatever. It's the fact that he was a loser from the ghetto. Obviously, one of his first missions is going to be stealing a bike, no matter what color he is. So... Like, at least with Trevor, he's just a psychotic fuckhead. Like, Trevor's awesome. And with Michael, he is a gangster in the classic sense. Like, he's like a high-end, bank robber.
Status mafia. Baby.
Whereas, like, I don't like the fact that, like, I hate it when they glorify that ghetto thug, like, lifestyle, because it's just annoying as hell.
You have to look at the other people in the world, which are black people. You're not.
No. It's not about color. It's about where they come from. Like, I don't like that gangbanger. Like, I don't care for the story. I don't care about, like, them saving themselves. Like, none of that appeals to me in any way at all. But
fair enough. You're not black, so I don't see why it would.
But again, it's not a color thing. You have to remember. I live in Maine. The majority of idiots that wear their pants around the ass and turn their hat sideways are white. So it's definitely not a black thing, because those annoying fuckers are all white. Although most of the ghetto people up here listen to ICP, which is infinitely more annoying than any rap star.
It's not even.
Yeah, but they like to think they're ghetto.
God, ICP is just like weird.
It's almost like those little faggoty kids that wear skinny jeans and listen to Yellow Card and call it punk.
Yellow Card. Yellow Card's all right.
But you don't call it punk.
No, dude, I'm so punk. I listen to Green Day.
Oh shit.
Okay, well, post-American Idiot, Green Day was one of the first mainstream punk bands, but they have definitely changed since then.
Don't you mean pre-American Idiot? And even then, they were still.
That's what I mean was pre. No, Dookie is one of the greatest punk albums of all time.
I'm literally considering dropping the Skype call right now.
You have a problem with Dookie?
Green Day is shit.
Oh, come on. Time of Your Life, Good Riddance, such a great song.
They're so bad, I'm just saying.
It's the same song.
Okay.
Then you got what? The masturbation song?
I don't even care. Like, I pre-released Magic on Friday, so I got that going for me. That was a fun time.
I love discussing music with Brandon. Brandon!
Here is a pretty nice little set. I like it.
How's your 2 weeks been?
Yeah, pretty good. Went to Daytona, had a fun time.
Cool.
Had that going for me.
Nice.
God damn
Daytona. What's even there?
A friend of mine, and I don't know.
Daytona, race cars and hot women.
No.
Rednecks.
I was also guilty of severely overrating the quality of Daytona women.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought Daytona Beach was like one of the places to go.
I didn't know what I expected, but whatever it is, it's not what I got.
That's disappointing.
It wasn't like my goal wasn't to really.
He expected a hot woman with fake tits. What he got was a hot woman with a penis.
I didn't get anything, but I didn't want to either.
Wearing a flannel shirt. All those NASCAR fans down there in Daytona. Yeah. See, you gotta
a flannel shirt.
you gotta go to Miami Beach now because NASCAR scared all the hot women out of Daytona Beach.
Yeah, but I feel like Miami's just a bunch of like off the boat Latinos.
Yeah. There aren't many native hot women in Miami.
But it didn't really matter. We had fun. I saw Guardians of the Galaxy finally too.
Nice. What'd you think?
Oh, it's so good.
Did you stay for the Howard the Duck at the end?
Yeah.
What'd you think?
It actually lived up like to the hype, like movie wise.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Did you see that it's officially the #1 grossing movie of the year? It beat out Winter Soldier.
Am I supposed to be surprised?
Well, Winter Soldier was phenomenal.
I almost kind of like would have assumed that.
Yeah. But I just think it's funny that Marvel and Disney are owning everything. I mean, you think about what the top movies are going to be for the next 2 years. The only one that's on there that's going to be phenomenal that's not a Marvel Disney property is the World of Warcraft movie. Everything else is either Star Wars or Marvel. That matters. I mean, I don't give a fuck about Superman, Batman, because fuck Henry Cavill and Zack Snyder. I look forward to the standalone Batman movie with Affleck as Batman, but I think it'll do okay. But I don't care about.
It's Affleck. I don't know. I don't like.
I don't know. I mean, he did already ruin one superhero, but
yeah, but that was he played Daredevil well. It was the writing that ruined that movie. He played the character well, and I don't like Jennifer Connelly. Wasn't she in that? No, who was?
I don't remember.
No, whoever, I forget her name. One of the generic-looking, long-haired brunettes that's in Hollywood. But
100 of them.
Yeah, she's nothing special. She's no Jessica. She's no Jessica Biel or I'm having a mind blank. Who's the one that plays Black Widow?
I don't know. There's J-Law.
One of the most. No, J-Lo's fucking ugly.
J-Law.
What?
No. What? Why can't I think of her name? Who plays Black Widow? Why can't I think of her name?
Scarlett Johansson.
Thank you. Yes, like one of the most gorgeous women in Hollywood right now.
Yeah, she's one of the only.
Yeah.
Is charge.
So Brandon, what else you been at? What have you been? Because you don't have a PS4, so you haven't been on the Destiny craze. So what's your?
I don't care about it.
What's your PC gaming been up to?
League of Legends.
Of course.
Seriously? How far are you in that? Like, what do you even do? You just do same game?
No, he sits there. Yeah. They sit there and holler at each other in chat, and whoever is the biggest.
I've been keeping up with the group stages for World Finals of it. That's pretty much my life.
Whoever is the biggest hipster douchebag in the chat is the one that wins the match.
And, pre-released Cons of Tarkir Friday night with Magic.
Nice.
We're gonna try to start playing some more Magic because Cons looks really cool.
Yeah, I like what I've seen of the set so far.
Dude, it's a really cool fucking block.
Yeah. Any new features being brought into it?
Oh, so they brought back Morph from Time Shift. If you were around back then.
I was not around for Time Shift.
They brought back Time Shift. They brought back Morph. There's a mechanic called Delve, which is you can, like, if you have something that costs a black and 5 colorless,
yep,
and it has Delve, you can exile X amount from your graveyard, like exile it out of the game to decrease the mana cost.
Okay.
There's Prowess, which is certain, like, creatures get +1/+1 counter for the turn when you cast any non-creature spell. So if, like, you cast a sorcery, anything with Prowess will usually get a counter.
Alright.
There's Outlast, which a lot of them have, like, you pay mana and tap it to add a counter for it that turn. There's another one called Raid, which is, like, if you have attacked that turn and play something that has Raid, it usually gets an effect if you attacked previously, like in second main.
Interesting, yeah.
I feel like there's one I'm missing, but I can't remember what it is.
That's fine. I'm sure we'll talk about it more once the actual set comes out, because I have my 2 boxes pre-ordered.
Lots of fun. And it was very reminiscent of the Shards block, which is another time when I was really into the game.
Right.
Which was the last 3-color block, but I like it.
Cool.
It's cool.
Yeah, I had to work that night, so I wasn't able to make it to any of the pre-releases.
But now Return to Ravnica's cycled out, so it's core 15, Theros, and Cons now that Cons is coming out, and I have a fair amount of Ravnica stuff, so all that's gone.
Yeah.
Oh well.
That's only if you play Standard, right?
Yeah, which I tend to stay in Standard.
Right.
Even if I'm not going to Friday Night Magics and all that, like.
Right.
I just like to keep Standard stuff.
Right. Yeah, I'll probably end up, like, once Cons is out, I'll probably read up on a lot of the card lists and then try and get myself, because my new nights off now are Tuesday, Wednesday. So there's a couple shops in the area that do, like, a Wednesday night Magic.
Yeah, I know. So, most of my local ones here do drafts on, like, Tuesday.
Yeah, that's what I want to do, is a draft.
Draft is fun, but at a certain point I kind of get annoyed with it, because it's an even playing field, but all someone has to do is draw, like, a money card, and then they tend to win.
Right.
So I was kind of disappointed with my pre-release pack, because I didn't pull a lot of relevant stuff to build the deck I wanted to build.
Right.
But
too bad.
It is what it is.
pretty much.
Well, that's cool. Well, as for me,
we're not interested. We're going to skip over you today.
we usually do skip over me because I'm not arrogant enough. I'm not arrogant enough to bring myself up. But there's a lot of news on the front for me. So, as you guys are aware, but some of the listeners might be through Twitter. But so I finally got my career promotion at work, which is awesome. So no longer concerned in that way. I can no longer be treated like a slave to the postal service. 40 hours a week, 5 days a week, unless I choose to work more. And then I actually just last night I passed my job qualification. They give you 32 hours to pass it, and I passed it in an hour and 45 minutes.
Why do they give you so much time then?
Because you have to learn a keyboard. It's a keyboard training, and it's a numerical pad, but there's 4 function keys to the left of it, and it can be really hard for people to do. But where I basically live in front of a keyboard, I had the numerical pad down. Like the first 7 were called dexterity, and you have to do them in such and such time. You have to have a certain accuracy. It's a 3 or 4 number combination. You have to do them at least 30 per minute. So 1 every 2 seconds. And you have to have at least like a 90% accuracy. I had a 97.5% accuracy, and I did 62 per minute. So, yeah, but that's pretty cool. So I qualified for that, so I officially own my job, so I officially don't have to worry about a job again, which is nice.
Woo! Finally!
I know, it's nice to, be settled in with that, so it works. And I'm back on Tour 1, in case people that might not know what that means. So I work overnights, which is why the show has been rescheduled a little bit. We're now recording around 5 p.m. on Sundays as opposed to getting drunk at 1 a.m. on Sundays. But, so the show might be a little bit more lighthearted for a little while. But,
or less.
Hooray!
Yeah, so I know. So aside from that, I won't go into too much detail because everybody and their mom is talking about it, but I did get my new iPhone 6.
Phones.
And I've got my Apple Watch pre-ordered. And
the gravy train. And hopped on it.
And because Verizon was doing a cool deal, if you bought the iPhone, you get 20% off any other Apple product in the store at the time of purchase. So I got myself a pair of Dre Beat Studios.
Oh my god!
Well, where are you doing with your life?
They're
Dude, I don't even know about this guy right
they're
now.
officially an Apple product now, so it's justified.
No, it's not!
Did you get the little apple on it, though?
No, actually, I was waiting for that. I fully intended to buy a pair. I had fully intended to buy a pair when they replaced the B with the Apple logo. But I talked to the guy at the Apple store, and that's why they paid $3 billion for it, was to purchase and be able to use the branding of Beats. So they don't intend to replace the logo. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll get a pair. But, well, no, man, I tell you,
No, dude, they're just loud. They're not good. They're
no,
loud.
I had bought a pair of Skull Candies, and those were about $100, and they were uncomfortable. They were bulky. I did not care for them, so I said, "Screw it." I took them back. I got
the Beats aren't exactly discreet.
They're more discreet than look up the Skull Candy Crushers. They look like fucking aircraft hangar headphones.
Why do you always get these for headphones? You get the buds.
No, I don't like you. You want to talk about losing audio quality? Earbuds give horrible audio quality. Plus, you gotta remember, dude, essentially what I work in is a warehouse, and I work on a giant machine, so I like to have the noise canceling.
No, that's
because a lot of what I listen to at work is either other podcasts or audiobooks. So if I have all that shit in the background, I'm never gonna hear people talking. So, but aside from that, I as well also played Destiny.
Yeah, catch up, man. We need to get that raid done.
I don't know, man. I'm not feeling drawn to it. I have more of a desire to go play Diablo. It's the fact that the story was finished in like 5 or 6 hours, and I know it's like an MMO-esque game, so it's not meant to be that way.
I keep hearing meh about it.
Yeah, and that's exactly what it is. And I think if it wasn't for the hype train, I might find it more enjoyable.
The fucking hype train was huge.
But the thing is it's Borderlands with good graphics is what it is. And the thing is it doesn't even have the item randomization that Borderlands has. Okay, you brought up the pre-sequel that's coming out in a few weeks. Mm-hmm. I typically don't like Borderlands only because I hate how it looks. I am not a fan of cell shading at all. But after playing Destiny, I'm like, you know what? I'm excited for Borderlands because it does what Destiny's trying to do, but it does it better. So I'll ignore the fact that it looks like shit just because the gameplay will be better. But I don't know. I mean, I bought it digitally, so I can't trade it in anyway. I bought the Guardian Edition, so I have the Season Pass. I'll continue.
With 2 planets already announced. Just saying.
Yeah, no, I know. So, I mean, it's obviously, I don't plan on getting rid of the PS4, so I'm going to own the game for as long as I own the PS4. But we'll see.
I may get it when it comes to PC, but
I don't think
it's kind of iffy.
I don't think it's going to.
I've heard rumor, but I really don't care if it doesn't.
Yeah, from what I understood, the contract they signed with Activision was exclusively console.
Either way, I don't care. I don't feel like I'm missing out on a whole lot.
I mean,
it's a fun game. I enjoy it. I mean, you gotta it's what you want to put into it, really.
Right.
It's like, if you're expecting the world, you're not gonna get it. You're getting part of it.
A very broken Russian part of it.
Yeah, a very broken Russian part of it. But hey, it's like they said, it's supposed to be like a MMO and last for a long time. So they're not going to give us everything right at the gate.
And I also think that there will be a lot of quality of life features that are added in future patches.
From community-wise, people are saying, what should they be doing? I'm hoping they add trading, some kind of...
Well, with me, especially... for Diablo for so long, I don't care about the trading. But there are the few things that I want them to add. One, I want them to either fucking eliminate the crypt shit, or I want them for you to be able to decrypt it on planet. Be able to do remote decryption. Because either that or fix the atrocious fucking load times. One or the other.
Pretty bad.
I want, when I finish a mission, they're not bad for a console game, I guess, but being as I'm primarily a PC gamer, they're more noticeable.
Right.
And for a game that's digital off the hard drive, there's no disc being read. There's no excuse for the load time being that long.
Right.
But, so there's that. I want to see them, and again, a lot of these are fix one or the other. Fix the problem or fix the load time. So you've got the crypt, you've got, missions. I don't want to finish a mission and then get sent back to my ship and then have to wait through another load screen to go back to the same fucking planet in the same fucking area just to do another mission. So either
sounds really lame.
Yeah, and
that aspect is, yeah.
Yeah, and the other thing I don't like about it is, okay, I'm doing a mission on Mercury. Okay, whatever. I go in, I do my mission, and I complete it. And then I do another mission, which if you look on the fucking map they give you, is on the other side of the map. But when I fly down to Mercury, I'm landing in the same damn spot. It's like Mass Effect in the sense that no matter where you're going, you land in the same spot on any given planet every single time you land down, and then you have to kind of drive around and find your way.
Yep.
I do think it's a Mass Effect first-person shooter. Is really what it with a better item system is really kind of what it comes down to. I want to see more randomization in the items. I want to see better structured PvP rewards. You see people that are getting the most amount of kills and the highest amount of points, and they're not getting any rewards. And somebody who half-assed their way and is in mid-range gets 2 rewards. They need a more structured reward system for PvP. I do enjoy the PvP. I like the fact that it feels like Halo and Call of Duty because they do first person PvP right. I don't care if you hate their story. I don't care if you think it's the same game every year. That's fine, whatever. But when it comes to their first person player versus player, they do it better than anybody else. At least in that format. Like Counter-Strike does it very well too, but it's a completely different type of format. When you want that fast-paced run-and-gun, quick reload with perks, COD and Halo do it the best. And they did that right. So at least that's fun. I like the fact that level doesn't matter. I like the fact that the type of gun you're using matters a little bit, but the strength of the gun doesn't matter so much. Everything kind of balances out a little bit.
Yeah,
it does very similar to what Guild Wars 2 and Guild Wars did. When you go into PvP, your gear normalizes. I did notice that they nerfed the fusion rifle, which is, I was a little frustrated about that because I waited to PvP until I got one. But I can understand how that needed to be done.
Yeah, it did. It was too much.
Yeah.
It was an insta-kill. It's just walk around, plow, plow, like from days away.
And I think that the charging noise, like, cause you hear that little charge before it goes up. I think they made that louder.
I'm sure
that way people could hear it. Right.
Well, just saying, I'm enjoying it for what it is right now. And when you get to the high level 20s, like, I'm 26 right now, but like 24 through 26, I was finding like so much purple shit, so much other kind of stuff. And it was giving me like, the color schemes. What are those called? I think they're templates.
Yeah. Like the forge shaders.
The shaders. That's what they're. Yeah, but I kept finding shit left and right, and it was kind of nice. And I have an exotic shotgun, which is from a bounty that I had to do 3 parts of, and it was this whole big thing, which was pretty cool. I mean, It took a lot of time, but like I had to do 5 whole strikes in a row without dying.
Right.
That fucking sucked. And then
You guys are really selling me on Destiny right now.
Hey man. It's worth it. I'm having a great time. Like really, playing it with my brother.
Either way, I don't really plan on playing it.
There's enough coming out, and it's one of those things where we'll see.
It's not done yet.
Now, my concern, because we talked the poor guy into buying a PS4, has Fuzzy been enjoying it? Have you seen him on?
Motherfucker's always on, but never joins shit.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm sure he'll enjoy the PS4 anyway, because it's a wonderful console. If you're going to go with one or the other, then, go with the PS4. I'll be getting my one here probably fairly soon, just because I want the Master Chief Collection.
Yeah, I'm thinking about it.
And I'm gonna want to play Halo 5. Again, the graphics look like shit, but Sunset Overdrive looks really fun.
I don't understand what that is. I've never seen it.
It's like an open world, like, think Saints Row without it being like Ghetto Thug, but more just comical and fun. It's open world. It's there's missions to do. It's like Borderlands graphics, which is my gripe towards it. It's very cel shaded, very comical looking. Which is really weird. I don't know what my problem is there, because I love comic books. I don't really get what you're doing. I don't like comic book looking video games.
You're weird, so man. Back and forth.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe it's just
mess.
Yeah, just because I think by seeing it, there is that part of me that is wow, this looks really cool. It's like a live action comic book. But then there's that part of me that goes, I know how much better this could look if they used realistic shaders and realistic textures, and
there's a reason why they do it like
half
that,
the appeal. Like, that was Borderlands' thing. It was meant to be more humorous.
Right.
Yes, the whole point is to be humorous.
Right. Yeah, Claptrap's wonderful. But
probably didn't like Zelda Wind Waker either, did you?
I fucking hated Wind Waker with a passion. But that
was one of the best ones, dude.
That wasn't even because the graphics. I tried. I thought it looked beautiful. In a game, see, here's the thing. In a game that's childish, like Zelda, I'm okay with the game looking childish. But my thing with Zelda was I just didn't like the story. Or with Wind Waker, I didn't like the story. But when
Why?
Because you weren't even Link. You were like
you were.
No, you weren't. You were some boy who celebrated Link by wearing his outfit on that day.
You don't understand how fucking Legend of Zelda works, Nathan. You don't understand how it works. Each generation is a different Link. It's not all the same Links.
Are they a link to the previous game?
That was just bad.
I don't do good.
That's the most upset you've ever gotten him.
Sorry, Zelda's my shit, man.
Well, no, I fucking love Zelda. I've played them all. I am 50-50 excited for the new one.
I'm not that excited. It looks really weird.
I like the fact that they're going open world with it. I just, again, it's the cartoon. It's.
I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this new one. But...
I don't either. I'm very skeptical.
We'll
It looks like it could have really good qualities, but the fact that they're taking away the whole point of it being linear.
Considering considering my favorite.
They're just kind of like, open world seems to be popular. We
Right.
do it.
Well, I get that, and that makes sense. But considering that my favorite Zelda game was the most recent one to come out, that makes me excited for it.
That's weird, man.
It's really weird that that's your favorite one.
Weird.
A Link Between Worlds, man. I fucking loved it.
I forgot about that one, but even then, like that. God damn it!
Because my favorite one prior to that was the Super Nintendo one, and this was the sequel to that one.
You didn't like the N64 ones?
No. I loved them. I'm just saying my favorite one. Yeah, and if anything, this new one coming out does kind of pay tribute to Ocarina of Time, because Ocarina of Time was almost a faux open world. It was as open world as the N64 could be.
Yes.
Well, so is Majora's Mask in that sense. There's a main hub town,
Right.
and then you go out.
Majora's is the only one I never finished, other than Wind Waker.
Best.
Majora and Wind Waker are the two I didn't finish.
The ending of Majora's Mask is the most trippiest, most creepy thing you'll ever do, and you're just the whole time you're like, "What the fuck is going on here? I don't understand."
When they're coming
I
out,
don't know. I think you're just being a turd.
they're coming out with the Majora's Mask 3D for 3DS. So
They haven't announced it.
Yeah,
They
yes,
have not.
They keep fucking tinkering with it.
Oh, it'll be out.
No,
It won't.
that's what we keep thinking.
I wish. No,
They
don't
keep
even.
thinking
Although
about
I
it.
might have to.
I'll go rebuy a 3D fucking S.
Well, I might have to buy a new 3DS because I have the gold Zelda one that came with Link Between Worlds, but that new NES one looks awesome. Have you guys seen it?
Yeah.
And on top of that,
I almost want the Persona one a little bit more though.
yeah, you would.
Fuck off.
Mr. I Hate Anime wants the Persona
Fuck
one.
loves the
Dude,
game.
Dude, it's cool.
It's
Okay.
cool, but you hate anime.
Yeah.
Did you guys watch this trailer I just threw at you? I want to talk about it.
No, dude. I'm playing Quake.
Oh, dude.
You
Oh,
would
what
be.
Quake?
Quake Live.
Nice.
What?
Steam and
Watch
free
it
play.
now.
Is it really?
Yeah, dude, it just came out like a week ago or less.
What's the trailer?
Yeah, dude, it's fucking
What's-
Quake.
What's the
Quake
trailer
is-
for?
Quake. The trailer is for the new concept trailer for Silent Hills that has a bunch of new shit on it.
Oh,
I've never been a big Silent Hill fan.
I've seen some of it.
Just watch it. It's only 1 minute and 47 seconds.
Yeah.
I can't wait. I can't wait for Soma.
For what?
So,
It's called Soma. It's the guys that did Amnesia are doing a sci-fi horror game.
Oh,
It's their new project. Oh my god, it looks so good.
cool.
really? Are they doing it
Yeah.
the same kind of play style as Amnesia?
Yeah,
Or?
yeah.
So it's going to be kind of like that new Alien game,
Um,
which is a sci-fi survival horror.
Yeah, isn't that who's doing that? Is that Sega doing it?
I don't remember. Is it Sega
Yeah.
or Atari or
Oh no, Atari's doing the new
Roller Coaster Tycoon, which is
Roller Coaster Tycoon and Alone in the Dark. They're bringing
Yeah.
that back.
dude. There's
Alone in the Dark.
let's hope it's
Yeah,
not
dude,
as bad as the last
Dog
one.
Shit, that was that 360 game.
Yeah, that was garbage. You know what game? You know what 360 game I really enjoyed, and I have the PC port, was Alan Wake. I thought that was done really well.
So Alan Wake is playing a Stephen King novel.
Right.
Basically,
Yeah.
It's
That's all
good.
it is.
I like
It
it.
was good.
Yeah. But no, the horror games are looking pretty good for this fall. I don't know. What's the release date on Silent Hills?
Oh, there is none.
We don't have one yet? Alright. The Evil Within looks phenomenal.
That does look.
I don't know.
I would like to see Condemned.
Can the three of us fucking agree on something, please?
No. I would like to.
Either Corey's like, I don't know, and kind of rolls his eyes and gets all quiet, or Brandon gets loudmouth like a teenage cheerleader.
Wow. Well, I don't like fucking cell shaded because I'm a grown man and don't know fuck.
Meanwhile,
I hate comic books, but
no, I love comic books.
I love comic books, but Borderlands is dumb and immature.
I never said dumb and immature. I said it wasn't
I
my
don't care. Put
style.
words in your mouth.
oh, dirty.
Eh,
You like putting things in men's mouth, don't you?
dude, I like putting things everywhere, always. Give a fuck.
So Evil Within. I mean, it does look.
We're
cool.
agreeing on Evil Within right now. Like,
He didn't want. No. Corey said no.
No, I
Why?
said no.
Dude, what's
I
your
wasn't.
deal?
I was watching gameplay on it, and it looks really kind of just it feels
I
like
haven't watched gameplay yet. I've just seen trailers. So
Yeah.
I don't know.
Watch some gameplay. It looks a little bit flunky.
Looks a little iffy.
Yeah. I mean, I was
I don't
watching
know,
PewDiePie play it, and he just made it look like a total derp game.
So fucking like Amnesia has ultimately spoiled me because if there's a weapon involved, I usually am just like, oh, it's not a true horror game.
There's always
See, I don't necessarily agree with that because if it was real life, you would find something on the ground to fucking pick up and beat people
if it
with.
was real life, there wouldn't be fucking ghost zombie fuckers.
Well, maybe not zombies,
No,
but
that's bullshit.
ghosts exist in real life.
Oh my god, kill yourself.
I
They
want.
are real, man.
I want to believe.
Oh my god, dude, then go fucking praise Jesus.
No, I didn't say. No, I don't want to believe in
Well,
him.
you said ghosts are real, so what's the fucking difference? I just went there.
Ghost and Jesus? There's a lot of things.
Well, if you believe in Jesus, then you have to believe in zombies because he was the first zombie.
Yeah, well, look at you. Oh, fuck, I believe in ghosts, but how could they possibly believe Jesus was real? That's just absurd. It's, oh my god.
Well, Jesus
You know
Jesus
what?
was real. Just the fact that he was.
I don't want to get started.
Oh, shit.
And when I said I want to believe, I was making
No,
an
I know
X-Files
it's an
reference
X-Files reference.
because I'm watching X-Files right now.
That's cool. I'm happy for you.
Me too.
Okay.
Up until season 9 because Robert Patrick sucks.
That's fine. I'm happy for you. Either way. Is Game of Thrones back on yet? Come on.
No,
Damn it.
no.
Bullshit.
But actually,
It
let's
is.
let's get into fall TV because there's going to be something we all agree on.
I did buy season 7 of Big Bang that came out.
Yeah, I saw that,
I know you did.
and I trolled you on your Facebook page.
Oh, I liked watching you and my buddy argue.
We actually came to a pretty mutual conclusion,
I know.
which is rare for my arguments.
Yeah, it's because you're bullshit.
So we got.
Game of Thrones, but that's probably going to be like not fall. That's going to be more like.
I think that's the same as Hannibal. I think that's like February, March.
Yeah.
Yeah. So what about do we have any Sons of Anarchy fans?
No, I tried watching
Nah.
it and I just got
I watched
like
the first
bored.
season.
I don't.
Yeah.
I don't have the like. I don't sit down and watch a lot of TV.
Right. Yeah, I don't like it either. My wife's really into it, so she's on episode 2, I guess. I'm really.
Like I still haven't finished Breaking Bad. I
Oh.
got distracted around like season 3.
Right.
Yeah, it slows
Like, it was
down.
really good, but
Right. I'm excited for the new season of Bones, which is starting up soon.
Jesus.
Bones.
And then
I'd
Gotham.
be excited for some fucking bones.
Gotham starts tomorrow night.
Oh yeah.
Gotham.
Yeah.
That actually did look pretty cool.
I like the
I'm
look of
not,
it.
I'm not gonna bother watching it, but it did look cool.
Right. I have I got it yet? No.
Oh, triple kill, get wrecked.
I don't know if I've already bought the season pass on iTunes yet. So.
Fuck.
But there's that, and then yeah, I mean Hannibal season 3 starts in
I
February.
still haven't watched Hannibal.
We're getting.
I'm hearing it's really good.
we're
Like
getting-
my buddy keeps telling me.
oh,
I
it's
love
fucking
it.
phenomenal, dude.
I'm a big Hannibal fan,
Yeah.
but I feel like it not being Anthony Hopkins might. Like,
That-
I heard it's
okay,
really good.
that was my fear too. He doesn't quite have like I mean.
Dude, no one will have the hello.
No, that's what I'm saying. He doesn't have the voice, but he has a great voice for it, and he just plays. Because you got to remember, it's not the post-murder, not right away. It's not the post-murder
Right,
Hannibal. It's pre that. Like he's still murdering
It's
people,
like Red Dragon Hannibal.
even before that. Like
Are
it's
you like?
they don't quite follow the. They don't quite follow the books.
Oh.
Yeah, they reference the books. Like in season 2, who was, I can't think of his name right now. Who was the guy that Gary Oldman played in the Hannibal movie?
Oh Jesus.
The one with the face and the pigs?
Yeah. I don't remember his name.
He actually,
Bill?
no, that was, you're thinking Silence of the Lambs. That was Buffalo Bill.
Oh yeah.
This was Hannibal, the one with Ray Liotta.
I'd fuck me.
That's-
It was the one where they replaced Jodie Foster,
Yeah, with some other bitch you
which
can't
I
act.
don't remember her name, but she wasn't as good.
No, not nearly.
Plus, she didn't have that "Hello, Hannibal Lecter."
No,
She
she
kind of has that whistle at the end of her words.
Yeah, like she's got a gap. Her gap in her teeth is a little too big.
Yeah.
But yeah, and Ray Liotta got his brain munched on in that one.
Oh yeah.
But I can't think of his name. Anyway, so he's in season 2 of the show, and his character is done really, really well. But it's not in the same timeline that was the Hannibal movie. This was previous, before his face gets all fucked up. And like how he interacts with Will Graham and Hannibal Lecter. And the guy that plays Will Graham, I love Ed Norton, but the guy that plays Will Graham blows Ed Norton's character out of the water.
I don't know.
Like, he just does it very well. And then you got...
I believe in you right now.
Then you got Lawrence Fishburne in there, and, you know, he was wonderful. But, I don't know. So there's that. There's, again, Gotham. Big Bang Theory starts up pretty soon. And then we just got to get through... We got to get through this fall season, and then for winter 15, we'll have Hannibal, we'll have House of Cards Season 3, we'll have Orange is the New Black Season 3. So
ready for some House of Cards.
Yeah, I'm excited. I think he's either going to get arrested or he's going to die.
Yeah.
That's my thought.
Because Season 3 is the end. Like, it's 100% the end.
Like, I think this is when the tidal wave crashes and everything comes back on him.
Yeah, that's got to be what it is. Because otherwise, all they could do is, like, have him take over the world.
Yeah, he could be the next Hitler.
No, like, seriously, like, those are the only two directions it can go. It's like Alexander the Great, or he just gets in trouble and it's awesome.
Right.
So I think it's just gonna crash and he's gonna, like, fucking downfall.
Right. Yeah, we'll see. His wife will end up leaving him again. And
right, for that stupid fucking hippie guy.
Yeah. The artiste. Dude, although, you know, I meant to ask you, see, I finished Season 2 when you were gone for a few weeks, that first week, and...
Oh, yeah?
Hold on. Sorry, I had to cough. And I remember one of the things you had told me was that you were back and forth with his wife. Like, sometimes you liked her, sometimes you didn't.
Yeah,
I thought her character was great all the way through. Like, what was it you didn't like about her?
When I say like, I mean like you kind of fucking hate her, not like she's a bad
character.
Oh,
okay, but she's still a character that you can love to hate.
Sort of, kind of. Like, she's definitely she's not a bland character.
Right, no, not at all. Like that...
And I really liked, God, I can't remember his name, but the congressman who was like the alcoholic.
The bald one? Yeah.
Russo.
Dude, that Russo.
Yeah.
That prostitute that he hooked up with was fucking hot. Like, when they had her in scenes where she wasn't dressed up, she was really homely looking, which I think was the point. But
I kind of liked her dressed up. Like,
well, yeah, that's what I'm saying. That scene when they were at the
I got some fantasies need fulfilling.
When they were at the function, like the second encounter when she was pretending to be somebody else.
Oh,
she looked fucking gorgeous. But
like I said, fantasies need fulfilling.
And the camera needed to stay in the room for the lesbian encounter a little bit longer.
What? There was a lesbian encounter in this show?
Yeah,
there's a lot of everything. Dude, how funny was the fucking three-way with Meacham? How I fucking died laughing when that
Yeah. But no.
That was awesome.
Yeah, Corey, she ends up befriending some, like, Bible bumper from some religious school.
Oh,
and then they have, like, lesbian sex in their apartment.
Of course they do.
And then the guy, what's his assistant's name? I can't think of his name.
Meacham.
No. The one that almost got killed at the end.
I can't remember, but I know who you're talking about.
Anyway, so he was in there, like, spying on them while they were getting it on.
Was he jacking it through the window?
It didn't show.
Yeah,
but were you surprised to find out that his character was bisexual?
I don't remember his name. Why don't I remember his name? I was pretty surprised, sort of, when he died.
That wasn't what I asked you.
I wasn't listening to
I said, were you surprised to find out that Kevin Spacey's character was bisexual?
Oh, I just thought it was hilarious.
It was pretty funny.
Well, and I almost, like, thought about it like it was gonna happen when he walks in on him jerking it and he's just like, sup. Like, he just doesn't even, like, care. He's just like, sup, Meacham, how you doing?
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
Meanwhile, he's just, like, fucking going to town.
Right. That was pretty funny.
Odd. There are some odd
and then the conversation...
It's like, I feel like Meacham wasn't even really gay. He was just doing it because he's so, like, fucking loyal.
Well, they were all drunk as shit, too.
Yeah, but I feel like he's just, like, doing it because, like, he would just do anything for him.
But after he caught him jerking off, the conversation that Kevin Spacey had with the wife character, that was pretty funny too. But no, I like it. And you know what's funny is I was watching it and I'm like, wow, there's a lot being shown, whether it's being implied or being talked about on this show. It's really cool that Netflix is doing TV. And then after I finish House of Cards, I watch Orange is the New Black, and it's like fucking lesbian porn.
Oh my god, that show is hilarious.
I still haven't
like in the very first episode, she's walking through the bathroom, and the hot redhead from American Pie has her face buried in some other girl's crotch.
Oh, it's so good.
But someone said once you get to season 2, there's a lot more straight sex, which is fine, but there's also a lot of dude on dude sex too.
Oh, which is perfect for you.
I don't remember being a lot of dude on dude.
Well, okay, one scene is a lot.
Well, I'm sure they're gonna throw one in there for the guys because they're like, "Come on, we gotta give."
Well, they're trying to get Brandon to watch the show.
Yeah.
Oh, then maybe that's the hook. That's right there. There it is.
Yeah.
Snag 'em.
They're just trying to mix some hot dongs into the mix.
Yeah, man, you gotta.
Yeah,
Shit.
like.
Jesus.
American Horror Story, Carnival.
Oh yeah, that's starting too.
I don't care.
Dude, I'm excited. It looks creepy as fuck.
And
I had a hard
the fact that it's Carnival related, like that's what I like about that show. I think I might have mentioned this before. It's the same with True Detectives, but with True Detectives I have the opposite worry. But with American Horror Story, it's like, all right, well, I didn't like the story of last season, so I'll just watch the next one because it's a whole new story. And that's I think that's a cool feature when it's almost like a comic book in a way. Like the Amazing Spider-Man is a whole different story arc than like the Incredible Spider-Man. And again, True Detective is the same thing, but my worry with True Detective is that season 1 was such perfect television. Now that McConaughey and Harrelson are gone, I don't think season 2 is going to live up to the hype. I don't think, especially considering they're replacing the 2 main male leads with 2 main female leads, I don't think they're going to be able to carry McConaughey and Woody Harrelson. I don't think they're going to compare.
But, I haven't even seen that show.
Oh, it's fucking amazing, dude.
Either.
It's really good, but yeah, so no, I mean, I don't know, there's a lot, but yeah, I mean, fall's looking really good, whether it's music, movies, or games, there's a lot coming out for everybody, so it'll be a good fall, there'll be a lot for us to talk about, make our life
Silent
a little bit
Hills,
easier.
man, you guys need to watch the trailer I sent you, it's only a minute 47 seconds, and it's fucking good shit.
I didn't want to watch it while we were recording, because the majority of our listeners are audio, so it would have been pretty boring radio for them, but I'll watch it after.
Well, I would have talked over it.
Yeah, because you can carry a show by yourself.
I sure can.
Fuck, man. We got what is it, the 21st? We got a month and a half till fucking BlizzCon.
I know, dude. Like, I'm out of town, not this week, but next week, and then after that, it's like a month until we leave.
Yeah, it's fucking exciting.
Shit.
Wait, so when you say you're out of town next week, so does that include the weekend?
No, I'll be around because I'm gone Tuesday through Saturday. It's a work trip.
Okay, cool. But anyway, yeah, so it'll be a lot of fun. Scott Johnson, who does the morning stream and the Instance and a bunch of other podcasts, just did an interview with Chris Metzen. And it was really cool. And it was nice to hear Chris off the stage because, you know, he's kind of like the rock star of Blizzard.
Right.
But and just to have him be like, and he talked about how nervous he is, like, that first time he goes on stage at every BlizzCon and the direction that WoW's going in. And I mean, it looks really cool, and on top of that, Warlords, it looks like it will be a lot of fun. They announced I don't know if you guys saw, but they announced the first gift for BlizzCon, the first digital gift.
Treasure Goblin.
Well, no, Treasure Goblin. Is there a treasure?
Oh, you're talking about like swag bag?
Yeah. Well, the first digital one is a Murloc Warlord as a pet for World of Warcraft. Right. And I love my Murloc pets, so I'm so excited. They haven't announced anything else yet, but they have confirmed that we are getting a pet for WoW, a banner of some sorts, or wings or something for Diablo 3, profile.
I'm pretty sure it'll be
profile pictures, yeah, and we're getting.
I would assume a card back for Hearthstone.
No, it's gonna be a card, just like they did last year. Oh. What they're gonna do, to my understanding, they're gonna do what they did last year. Like last year's card was Elite Tauren Chieftain. And they made it so everybody could craft it, but the only way to get the animated gold version was to go to BlizzCon. And then for Heroes of the Storm, it's going to be probably a skin or two. They won't give a hero.
No, yeah, it'll definitely be.
It'll be a skin or two, which would be cool.
I just want to see what physical stuff comes too.
Yeah, physical stuff will be cool. I'm probably going to end up... I don't know if it depends on what it is. I don't know if I'll sell it or not. Although my first BlizzCon, I'll probably...
Dude, I'm definitely going to hold on.
10-year anniversary of WoW, you know there's going to be some cool shit in there.
Hopefully.
Mm-hmm. So, and the rumor mill seems pretty strong that we should at least see a teaser for the next Diablo 3 expansion pack, which will be cool. I'm sure they'll talk about Into the Void a little bit. Not that I care about StarCraft, but I know some people do. We hope they just went into the final phase of the technical alpha for Heroes, so hopefully, if we don't have one by then, hopefully we at least get a beta release date. And if we don't have it within the next month and a half, hopefully we get either some details or a release date for the first official card expansion pack for Hearthstone.
Yeah,
So,
I definitely would. I enjoy what they did with Nax, and I think it definitely breathed a lot of new life into it.
right. It'll be cool. I enjoyed it. But anyway, aside from that, I think that kind of does it up for the 2 weeks. I think that's it. I'm just trying to kind of think, and I mean, there weren't really many big announcements other than Apple stuff. I mean, there was obviously the watch that got announced too while we were kind of away, but I know again neither of you care about that, but yeah. So I think that's about it. So we'll go in somewhat reverse order. Brandon, any closing thoughts for the show?
I don't know. I'm just ready for BlizzCon. Hopefully I can get some money to get into some Cons of Tark here.
Yeah, very cool. Very cool.
Keeping up with League Finals, yo.
Woo!
Corey,
Yeah, son.
The same game, yeah!
Go die.
go die in a fire.
Shit.
Corey, same thought. Any closing notes?
If you don't want to try Destiny, that's fine. But I feel like it's worth it. It is.
Cool.
If it comes to PC, I'll try it.
It's a fun game for what it has with it.
Because as
It's
of now, I don't plan to buy either one of the consoles.
Right.
Well, for you, because you're Mr. Master Race and never gonna unstand your ground there. But whatever.
Unless Naughty Dog brings something new to the table, which I wouldn't doubt.
Well,
They probably will.
they brought The Last of Us remake. They're bringing Uncharted 4.
It's supposed to be the last
Uncharted isn't enough to get me. If
Jack and
Naughty Dog-
Daxter's.
And
Naughty Dog brings something new, or Quantic busts out fucking Heavy Rain 2.
oh, I would love a Heavy Rain too.
Heavy Rain 2. That'd be sweet.
Although I don't know,
Then
because
I might be more
didn't
tempted.
Quantic also do Beyond Two Souls, and that wasn't all that good. So
But if they drop a Heavy Rain 2 on me, I might think about it.
Yeah, that
But
would be
Uncharted
nice.
isn't enough to get me. Last of Us, I can play the original.
well, I
version on
believe
PS3.
I believe The Last of Us 2 is going to be PS4 exclusive.
If they do that, that might be enough. We'll see. I don't know.
Well,
Hasn't-
you'll have the
that's-
combination of it there, but yeah, we'll see how
I still
it
haven't
goes.
even beat that game yet. I
Right.
haven't. It's there. I've beaten it already once.
But
But
The Last of Us,
yeah,
I
I've already beat.
I traded mine in.
You did?
I did.
You
I just
weirdo.
I got bored, man. It's not for everybody, man. I respect that it's a wonderful game, it's a wonderful story, and even though the gameplay is just a survival horror, they nailed it, and they nailed it perfectly.
It's a work of art.
Exactly. I didn't encounter a single glitch in the game while I was playing it. This is not a bash on The Last of Us. This is just for me, I wasn't having fun. And that was it. But anyway, closing thoughts for me, Cons of Takir, obviously, Gotham tomorrow night. I'm excited for that. Loving my new iPhone. Yeah, I think that's it. So, anyway, as it always does, that will do it for today's show.
Woo!
We've completed another one, 14 in. So I want to thank everyone who took the time to listen for spending some time with us this.
And I didn't take the headphones off.
You didn't? I know. But he did bitch about you burping and coughing.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
Well, I'll figure something out next time.
Yeah, we need to get you a mute button. But anyway, you can put a mute button on Skype. You just tap it and it auto-mutes your mic and then tap it again.
I know.
All right. But anyway, so those of you that did spend some time with us this week, we appreciate you doing so. We are going to be recording from this point forward, which will probably be the schedule for a while, every Friday around 5 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. Now that we're kind of on a set schedule, we might start going live again pretty soon. I talked very briefly with the guy that owns alphageekradio.com, and they will broadcast the audio stream live. Okay. We'll don't publicly put that out there, because now if Kyle listens, he's gonna be like, "Ooh, I get to be on the show next week." I gotta talk to Rick too and see if Rick can do Sunday afternoons. I don't know what his work schedule is.
Yeah, what happened to Rick?
Kyle's in the fucking crosshairs now.
Kyle was the last one here. Anyway,
well,
I have to keep going back to my outro paragraph and try and figure out where the fuck I was. Yeah, so
remember, don't look at the camera.
I can't look at
make it look like you're reading off the prompt.
But anyway, so we're recording Sunday, 5 p.m. ish Eastern Time. Again, no live show at the moment, but we might be going back to that pretty soon. You can find Corey, Brandon, and myself on Twitter at IG_Audio King for Corey, at John1Renicus for Brandon, and at IG_Nate Ward for myself. We do as well do some of that Twitch.tv streaming, Audio King, John1Renicus for those two fools. And I use the studio page, Inked Geek Studios. We want to thank JC Monkey for doing our artwork. As always, we still love the image. Still helps put a branding out there for it, so that's pretty cool. And Dustin for doing our intro music. You can find more of Jamie's stuff at jcmcomics.com, and you can follow Dustin at Bayet Music on Twitter. And last but not least, we want to thank our patrons.
Torak.
Yeah.
Playing a lot with Torak. It's been fun.
Chosen one.
The chosen one. Yeah. Hey, you know what? We're still a small startup. Some people do patrons and don't get anybody, and Torak's a trooper. I'm actually going to be changing it up a bit too, because I think I'm going to change this from a per show to a per month. Maybe change some things there. I'm going to talk to some people on Twitter and see what they think, but we'll see. I'll tweak with it, and once I change it, then I'll make a major public broadcast on all the social networks to make sure everybody knows. Mostly, obviously, Torak too, because he's the one that will have to adjust his pay setting. But if you guys like what we do, and you enjoy the show and you want to help us out a little bit, $1 an episode will get you, it's the lowest reward level, and it will get you something. And you can do anything from that point or higher. It's totally up to you, but we appreciate everything that you guys do, and it will help us continue to bring this show forward, working around our crazy, redonkulous schedules. Like, if Corey was getting paid to do this show, he would have skipped the concert last week.
I would have. Well, no, I wouldn't.
Yeah, I know. But, and Brandon had to go see his boyfriend, so last week still wouldn't have happened. But anyway, so if you guys are interested in checking out our Patreon, you can go to bit.ly/support Geek Access, and all the information is there. As always, follow the show on Twitter at IG_Geek Access. Check out our website at inkedgeekstudios.com. If you have a topic that you would like discussed on the show, or if you want to bring something to our attention, or whatever, you can email us at ig.geekaccess@gmail.com, or you can go check out our subreddit at r/InkedGeekStudios. So, for Brandon, for Corey, for myself, that will do it for today's episode. Thanks everybody for listening, and we will see you next week.
Bye.